Okay, so real Python program structure quiz. Let's get started on this one. As written, the following statement is invalid because it is split across several lines. Modify it so it doesn't raise an exception using implicit line continuation. So I can do that by inserting parenthesis on either side, like that. Next question. Here's the same statement as in the previous question. Use explicit line continuation to make it valid. Okay, explicit line continuation. I think that would be backslash. Yeah, 1, 2. I don't think I need a third one. Gotta check that. Let's have a look. That work? Yeah. So that'll work. Yeah. So just 2 backslashes. Number 3. Which of the following are true regarding multiple statements per line in Python? Per line. Specifying more than one statement on a line is typically not considered Pythonic, but may be accessible if it enhances readability. It may be acceptable if it enhances readability. Yep. Multiple statements on the same line are separated by the and character. No, that's not true. Placing multiple statements on a single line is discouraged by PEP8. I wouldn't say it's discouraged. It's probably discouraged, but you can do it a bit. Only variable assignment statements may occur multiply. Only variable assignment statements may occur multiply on a single line. I think it's supposed to be may occur multiple times on a single line. Only variable assignment statements may occur multiple times on a single line. No, you can put other stuff into a single line. You can do calculations. You can do. It's a good question, actually. That gets me thinking, because I've only ever really used variable assignment statements on a single line. So, it makes you wonder. It's object-oriented programming, so you could put a comment and a variable statement on a single line. So I have to say that's not true. Let's see here. There we go. The and character there, it's just an and character. It doesn't mean anything other than and. So it won't actually, Python won't recognize that as being anything to do with white spaces or line separation. Next question. Python enhancement proposal that enumerates stylistic guidelines for Python code is PEP8. Which of the following comments is syntactically incorrect? Which of the following comments is syntactically incorrect? Incorrect. Well, this one here is incorrect because there's a tab there. This one here, that's okay. You can do that. That's okay. That can work. Yep. That's fine. You could put a comment in the middle one list here, 0, 1. So the first index of the list. You can put a comment there. The second index of the list, you might put another comment in there saying that Baz is different. You put Baz in because of it was somebody's name, and you put Bar in because it was a gym. You can add comments for each of them, so that's fine. And this last one here, that's a dictionary pointing towards D. You can put the comment in there. So this first one's wrong because it's got a tab or lots of white space there. So that's syntactically incorrect, this one. It should just be like this, not with that space. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yep, sometimes this happens, I've noticed, with Real Python. It just seems to cut out. So that one's the incorrect one. Check our answer. What's going on there? No, this one. I didn't click on that. Yep. Oh, what? That's strange. Well, you don't need the white space. So I got this one wrong. Why is that incorrect? A comment may appear at the end of a statement and at a line by itself. Well, that's at the end of the first line. A comment may also appear within a statement that spans multiple lines by implicit line continuation. But a comment can't follow the backslash character that signifies explicit line continuation. With explicit line continuation, the backslash character must be the final character. Like, yeah, okay, that's true. So, I don't use the backslash when I want to create a new line because it's not in accordance with PEP 8. But you can use it. It will work. But in this case, it actually won't work because it has to be only a backslash. You cannot have any white space or any comment like this or anything after, anything at all. You can't have nothing after the backslash in order for a new line to work using the backslash. That's not in line with PEP 8, so I don't use backslashes. I prefer to do it in accordance with PEP 8. So that explains why I got that wrong. I think this one's not right either. I mean, yes, that does work, but it's not in accordance with PEP 8. You don't. When you want to make a comment, you go, here is my comment. Here are my comments, or here's my comment, right? You don't go like this. You don't go tab. Here is my second comment. Like, you don't do that, You just keep it all in one index like that, Index all the way going down in the last line. So, yeah. But yes, that is right. That would actually produce an error if I put this in, whereas this one won't. Although both of them aren't consistent with PEP 8 either. Next question. Which of the following statements about block comments is true? You can create a block comment in Python by using a triple quoted multi-line string literal. True. However, PEP 8 discourages the practice because, by convention, that type of freestanding triple quoted string literal is reserved for function docstrings. Function docstrings. Function docstrings. What the hell is a function docstring? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, by convention. Yeah. So I think in classes you refer to the triple quotes. Of course, triple quotes might be necessary for certain string stuff, but I guess you use the backslash inside that. So I think this one here is true. Block comments, but let's look at the other ones. Block comments should always be specified using triple quote multi-line and strong literals. Block comments. Nope, that's not true. There is no way to create a multi-line. That's not true. So it's the first one. All right. Moving along. Which of the following conform to the PEP 8 recommendations for white space in expressions and statements? Right, so that's a statement, that's a statement, that's a statement, and this here is an expression, and that there's an expression. Why? Because statements have the equal sign, and this here is just an expression. Now, to the right of the equal signs, to the right of all the equal signs, you could say that's an expression if it was a mathematical thing. Like if that was D equals 3 plus 5 plus 6, you could say, well, that 3 plus 5 plus 6 is an expression. But you could also say that 3 plus 5 plus 6 was an object and a mathematical expression. So, anyway, which of the following conform to the PEP 8 recommendations for white space? Well, this one here, well, they generally prefer, from the book that I've read on Python, you actually should have a white space between these two. But in this particular course, I've noticed them doing that a lot. And I'm not going to look up PEP 8 to find out. I'll just put it in there. I'll say that this does conform with it, although some would argue that it should be a space between the apostrophe and the colon. Now this one here is actually okay because that's a tuple. So in order to tell Python that it is a tuple, you've got to put a white space there. So that one there is okay. Now the use of the semicolon. I don't think the semicolon is preferred, actually. I don't think they like the semicolon. This here's alright. This here is wrong. That doesn't make any sense. There shouldn't be any white space there. I wouldn't be surprised if this one works, but I don't think that's in accordance conforms with PEP 8 that I think you'll have to do it this way if you were going to do it like that. You'd go let's just quickly do this. So if I wanted to print, let's just see. Here's my second comment. Here's my comment. Here's my second comment. It's on one line, right? Let's run that again. Same thing. Won't work. Won't work either. Will work. Hello? That won't work? Yeah, like I thought. Yeah. See, using a semicolon, it won't work like that. But if you put it like this, that would work. See? The problem is it's gone straight to the first one. It hasn't done anything about the last one. But you got to put print in front of it. So it does actually work. It will work. See, that's exactly what you want. But I'm not sure that conforms with PEP 8. So how else would you do it? Well, you just go like this. You just put it on a new line, wouldn't you? Like that. You don't need to do that. But if you wanted to put it on one line, how would you do that? Well, let's go back to the notes here. Multiple statements per line. Multiple statements may occur in one line if they're separated by a semicolon character. Alright, yep, okay. Yeah. Stylistically, this is generally frowned upon in PEP 8. See, there might be situations where it improves readability, but it usually doesn't. In fact, it often isn't necessary. The following statements are functionally equivalent to the example above, but would be considered more typical Python code. Yeah. Print XYZ separated by a new line. Okay, so if I go V, just get rid of this stuff up here. If I go XY, now run this, it should work. And yeah, you separate by a new line, alright. So yeah, I can see why people would prefer to do this rather than, I mean, in this instance, yeah, rather than having to remember to separate with a new line. But to answer the question, actually, that is, although I like that, it's not it doesn't conform to PEP 8. So check my answer. Well, see that this is not right. That's a tuple. You got to put the. Oh, do you have to put the white space in? No, you might not have to put the white space in. Actually, you might be able to delete that white space there, although it still works. If I go T equals 100, this will still work. That's still gonna run. See, it runs without the white space. If I get rid of that, it still works. So yeah, okay. We didn't have to put that one in. All right, fine. Next question. Consider the following sequence of statements: x, y equals 1 and 2, z equals 3. Print x, y, z. So that's just going to print 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. X and y equals 1, 2. This question was probably a gimme. Oh, come on, I got it wrong. But this is a really important concept in Python. Leading white space in front of a statement is significant. So is there leading white space in? Yeah. Indentation is used to determine grouping of statements. Oh, of course, yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's because of that there. Gosh. It's not a gimme, so I don't agree with real Python because I'm pretty good with my new lines and new tabs and my PEP 8 syntax is pretty spot on because a book called Python Crash Course, the entire book was presented in PEP 8 and that's where I learnt this stuff from. But it's not a gimme. I could. A lot of people may have got that one wrong. I mean, you're not going to see that. But so I didn't read that right. That will not work because there shouldn't be a tab. There shouldn't be any white space there. You're saying that you're indenting it. So yeah, there you go. Hope that helps. Bye bye.